For Hacker Replay this week, we don't have any new cheats. It's, for the most part, from my understanding, going to be all same old, same old. Maybe some old cheats come back. We'll see. But the main thing I want to talk about was how bad cheaters have been in the last week, maybe 2 weeks. I went on vacation, I came back, and everyone told me immediately, don't play ranked. They're like, there's just way too many cheaters. And I was like, what happened? There were no cheaters when I left, and now there's so many. And I've heard some people have different theories. Some people have said that they think that the anti-cheat has completely shut down in preparation for Siege X. I don't necessarily believe that, but something is definitely going on. It's not that anti-cheat no longer works in Siege, but there's just so many cheaters, and they're not getting caught until it's too late. So something has to be going on, but what is that? I don't know. I've also heard, again, I cannot confirm this, but someone from my chat told me that one of the old cheating services that shut down for a while just went back online in the last 2 weeks. I don't know how true that is, but if it is true, that would kind of make sense. If they shut down and then they came back in full force, a lot of people are going to start cheating again. Which leads us into the first game. I think the first 3 games are actually going to be very blatantly obvious. The submission is the WillPup 935 guy who's accusing every person on the enemy team, all 5 of them. And apparently they are blatantly cheating. So we'll watch through and see who is doing what. Okay, didn't look that obvious right off the bat. This guy gets killed by the Finka who's just on rappel. Okay. I'm a little worried that this is going to be one of those situations where I say the entire enemy team is cheating, but they're not. It's going to be one person, or maybe no one is cheating. I think the Vader guy is cheating just with what he did here. The leans he's doing don't contribute or do anything, and he keeps looking at the gridlock through the wall. He keeps aiming at her through the wall and then backs up as soon as she's about to peek. And then shoots as soon as she actually is there. Ella then dies here. That looked like she knew that they were about to jump through the window, but then just their recoil control was terrible. Oh my god. That is genuinely probably the worst recoil control I've ever seen. Kills Vader. He's not worried about that balcony where people always are. He's only worried about this one where someone just punched it. He's not shooting at all. I think he has no recoil as well, but it's hard to tell because there's only a few shots. Keeps trying to 360, I guess. Nothing super evident yet, but one thing we can add in as a bit more suspicious. I don't know if you guys saw it there. There were 2 champions on the blue team. And I know matchmaking is broken, and I know people complain about the matches they face, and they say, oh, I'm in gold, but I keep facing champs or whatever. What do you think the odds are that there are 2 champions on the blue team, and these guys just happen to be a ragtag team of golds who somehow matchmake into this? I don't think so. I feel like it's way more likely that they are probably cheating, and that's why they're in this elo. Or maybe even getting boosted. He's just looking down at the floor at them instead of looking where he is. Watch this guy again. This is the guy who was the Aruni last round, and it looked like he had no recoil. Okay. I know it's the MPX. I know MPX is considered to be one of the easiest guns in the game to control, but he has the extended barrel on, and it looks like there's no recoil at all, right? I want to see with the SMG-12. I was like, that will be a good indicator. But unfortunately, we didn't get to see it. I think the Vader guy is cheating. I know it's the MPX, but like, that gun's not that little recoil, you know? It still usually has at least something. Because like, also there's a difference between controlling gun recoil and it not moving in the slightest bit. And it being like completely still. This guy's definitely cheating. He's not even aiming at the corner, he's aiming at the wall. So like, if someone swings right now, he's in danger because he's aiming here. But he swings with them and shoots as they peek. And he also looks very bot-like while he's doing that, so I think he's walling. Could have just been good reaction time, but... Okay, no. So, Mute for sure is walling. Like, look at how he swings this. What if Ace was right here, and instead, Mute's just staring at him through the wall, or like looking over here. No one's on cam, so they don't know where he is, but he's just staring at him, aims at him through the wall, and then lets her rip. Like, no. So Mute for sure cheating, 100%. So I think Vader and Go for Asleep both cheating. This guy gets Flores in the pub. Nice. And then Out dies to the Deimos through the wall. Bandit dies next. I really want to see him just spray. He has to be walling. Like, look at what he did here. Like, he's staring. He's not even concerned about this window, which I'm pretty sure is still fairly there. And then he only backs up once Ash walks up to the window. He also has Glacier and Chroma Key, or what's it called, Chroma Streaks attachment skin, which is a very common cheater bundle. I'd say they're both walling for sure. I don't know about the Cav, Goyo, and Doc, though. He's literally just trying to line them up through the wall, but that isn't sure how to peek. Did he even hit him here? That doesn't look like a headshot. He's to the right by a decent amount, but he gets a headshot. And then Doc dies here. Warden gets 2 kills. Let's see how he plays this. He's aiming at him through the wall. Oh. Oh. Didn't even hit him there, but he got a headshot. This definitely feels like a, Wait, look. Okay, there he had a bit of recoil, but like, I swear when he shoots at the Ash here, it looks like the bullets just fly flat. They don't actually get affected by the recoil. Or no, they're going low. I think he has silent aim. Or soft aim is what people call it, or whatever. Because, like, I swear the bullets aren't going always where he's aiming. And he's just getting kills he shouldn't get. You'd think with walls he'd be smart enough to just push him, but he's too scared to. And with walls, he's missing his shots. Goddamn. I don't know. I feel like he has something with his gun, but he for sure has walls. What's soft aim? Soft aim is where a cheater is able to shoot, and regardless of where they're looking, the bullets will go to you. But they usually have a limit. So, like, let's just say, let's use a person's aim. Like, let's say Capcan is aiming right here, but a zombie's over here. Let's just say they're enemies. The bullets probably wouldn't go. But, like, let's say Capcan aimed Trying to find a good frame where it looks like that. Let's say Capcan aimed right here where the dot is, and the zombie's over here. It'll kill him. But as soon as they're too far away, then it won't aim. So it's just like the game tells the server, like, hey, these bullets landed even though they didn't, type of thing. Kind of, yeah, heat-seeking bullets, magnetic bullets, you can call that. It's called soft aim or silent aim or whatever. They're not actually aiming, they're just getting kills. What's crazy to me, though, is that this stack, which at least clearly 2 of them are walling, loses. They don't seem mechanically good. I think it's just the walls that help them get up this high. Just staring at nothing. Oh, this guy also has Glacier. I think he's getting the Capcan to shoot the drones. Obviously, he doesn't care about the drones because he just wants to get the kill. He's using them as a way to be like, I know where you are because I heard you shoot. I love this, though. They don't know what to do with the clash. And then you get swung. I'm just lost. There's a zombie there. We just can't see it. It just looks a lot smaller. This looks really dumb because it looks like they're just not shooting at each other, but the zombie just didn't properly deploy and replay. I don't want to see if these guys are cheating too, but I'm assuming they're not. I think they're just new players getting boosted, or low level players getting boosted. He's trying so hard to kill the clash with zapping, but it takes like 30 seconds to recharge. Bro, they don't know what to do with the clash. This level of panic either means he is cheating and just doesn't know what to do, or he's being boosted. Go for Sleep, RTX, and Vader are all champs. This guy is also lower rank, but I mean, he's higher than Go for Sleep. But Go for Sleep we know for sure is walling. This guy, he only has a 1.3 KD, bro. But you're walling. The fact that he hasn't been banned yet is a little sad. Let's look at Vader. It's called Fug Meekin. Ranked 1 point. He never really played ranked at all. He was stuck in gold. Or not stuck, but just played up until gold, and then now he's a champ. So I have a feeling that they're probably cheating. Just a feeling. What's concerning is that none of them have been banned. This guy is even higher rank. 1.4 KD, only a 70% win rate. How are they not winning that often? I mean, I guess we saw them lose. Played with a cheater. What I'm confused about is, from the looks of it, they weren't 5-stacked. They only played together like 2 or 3 times. He played with the other one cheater for 12 rounds, which is like 3 matches or 2 matches. And then the other people he didn't really play with, he only played with the Go For Sleep guy once. So unless maybe this encounters page could not be up to date, it could be a little bit incorrect. If it is correct and it is up to date, these guys just happen to get into a 5-stack of like cheaters and boosted players without it being planned. Losing on top of that, yeah, I don't know how they lose that, but I mean, it makes sense. If they have 2 silvers on their team who they're trying to boost, and then the people with the walls clearly don't know what they're doing, like with how they're leaning and how they're looking, they don't know what they're doing, they're gonna lose. But the fact that like those cheats aren't getting caught is concerning. And there's so many of them. Like the fact that there were possibly 3 cheaters who didn't even coordinate to play together and they got into the same team is like, why are there so many cheaters? Why is it so common right now? Which leads us into the next match on Theme Park. So this match, they didn't really explain too much. Let me pull up the submission file. In this match, he said that there are 6 cheaters, but he only put down one name, and that's the Finca. So it's our runs who accuse LeBeau Jax, which, by the way, this is a match in progress. This is round 2. So my guess is that LeBeau Jax is cheating blatantly, given that they're 7-0. And then I assume other people start toggling on as well. Yes, Finca's definitely... Oh, wait. Oh, no, Finca is cheating. She's just tracking that guy through the wall. Love how they do the preemptive Finca boost to not die. So 0 recoil, aimbot, everything. I do see that some of these other people get kills later, but we'll just go based off who gets a kill. How'd this guy get injured? Guess he team killed. Or downed himself, rather. Do you not see the Kapkan traps? So he doesn't. Frost is the next one to get a kill. Frost, and then Tachanka gets 2 kills. But Frost just gets the downed person. Uh-oh. Okay. So Tachanka's clearly cheating as well. So currently we have 2 cheaters. We have EXC.38 and LeBeau Jax. But apparently, this gets up to 6 different cheaters. Let's see if the Gauge guy is cheating. That didn't look like cheating. Maybe Castle could be cheating, but he accidentally team kills because someone runs in front. He also has Glacier and Chroma Streaks, as per usual. That is the very definition of a cheater loadout. So he accidentally team kills the bandit. And then... How does he die? It must have just been reverse friendly fire, right? But it doesn't say it in the kill feed. That's weird. Keep an eye on the others. We'll keep going through. And then Evil Larry gets 2 kills. Looks like he's looking at them through the wall. Oh my god. Okay, so he's also cheating. So that's... Okay, we now have a 3rd cheater. Evil Larry also cheating. Oh my god, that's 4 cheaters now. So we have 3 on blue team, 1 on orange team. That guy doesn't look like he's cheating because he was looking at the smoke, not at the other 2. Okay. So, 4 cheaters. Cheater conventions in town? It feels like it. So this is what I was talking about. Is like, I know anti-cheat's still working. I know anti-cheat is not down, but it feels like it's down, right? Like, this doesn't feel like anti-cheat is even on. Okay, the shields get like 3 kills. Gauge gets 1 kill. I won't even bother watching Evil Larry. Oh, they trade. I mean, he ran out, so you'd easily be able to see them. Vigil gets a kill, but then so does Blitz gets 2 kills. The cheater just seems confused. He's being shot at by Castle, so there's no reason to suspect that he's cheating here. His aim's kind of bad, so... Oh wait, we have Larry and Evil Larry. Oh, does Larry start cheating too? So that guy's cheating, we already know. This guy, we don't know. Okay, so he... Does he also have Glacier and Chroma Streaks? No, he has Dust Line. Oh my god, he's also cheating! I know for a fact, especially if this makes it to TikTok, people are going to look at this and say, no, you can control recoil that well on the AK-12. This is cheater recoil. Look at how he shoots. It literally doesn't move. The gun doesn't shake. So not only is Evil Larry cheating, so is Larry. They're both evil. Oh, and then Gage is also cheating. Oh my god. Okay, so that's 6 then. 6 cheaters. We have LeBeau-Jax, Larry, Evil Larry, Drew Tren, EXE, and Gage all cheating. Oh my god. Larry. Not Larry. It's not 7, that's 6. Because I don't think anyone else was cheating. Neither of the shields were cheating, and that was the Thorn and Capcan of this round, I think. Right? Am I sure Frost is cheating? I'm fairly confident. The ooh person is walling? I don't know about that. Yeah, Gage full toggles as well. So, okay, we have 6 confirmed cheaters. Damn. They trade, and then KB Brick is just in spawn and he wins. Because he's the last one left. Okay, you said ooh was cheating? I don't think ooh is. But yeah, this is the state of Siege. This is why I'm not playing ranked right now. We've played it a little bit, but it's just not worth it. I don't think ooh is walling. This is his 1 kill. Oh, obviously no smokes there. Then he checks the back room. If he had walls, and especially with how blatant the lobby is, I think he would just know that the guy's over there. I don't think he's walling. I don't think that's enough proof to say he's walling. Because he could just be like, I'm pushing over here. I'm pushing up on like arcade, on ping, whatever. He could just be communicating. It's also Monty. He's a full shield. It's not like he needs to be concerned about how he pushes. Alright, so Evil Larry gets a bunch of kills. Larry gets a kill. No other information. But okay. You know what we're going to do? We're going to pull this up on browser because I'm going to open up a lot of tabs and this will make it just so much easier. Here's the match. So my facecam kind of blocks it, but 5 of them are champs. 4 of them are, or 3 of them are top 1,000 champs. This guy they also said was cheating, but I don't think they were. So LeBeau-Jax, the biggest offender, is currently 9,000th champ. He's actually only 1 match into champ. If he loses, the next match is in diamond. He only has a 1.5 KD, which is shocking with how blatant he has been. The next person, this was Evil Larry, is top almost 500 champs with only a 1.3 KD. It was previously platinum. Shocker. Not banned. So far, no one's been banned. Drew Tren was also in the lobby. He is currently an Emerald with a 2.1. Highest KD so far. Most blatant one in terms of KD. Normally seems to be... I mean, he was champ before, but he's obviously cheating now. So either he's been cheating for a long time and they never banned him, or he was champ before and came back and started cheating again. I don't know. And then we have Dan the Man, who was Larry. So that's Evil Larry and Larry. Consistent champ for a long time, for a whole year at least. So, and he played 1,000 matches. Hold up. He always had a positive KD and he always had a positive win rate. He's very blatantly cheating in this one. He is walling and locking onto people. And he never played rank before it. There's no way this guy has been blatantly cheating like this for a whole year and never been banned, right? Like, anti-cheat can't be that bad. Surely. Next up we have Gage, who also very similar story, lots of ranked matches, never played ranked before though, and just champ right away, but 1.3 KD. This is the EXE guy. Emerald into Diamond with actually a lower KD than beforehand. Blatantly cheating. And then this guy has been champ for a while, not really anything crazy. I don't think this guy was cheating. We didn't really see much, because everyone else was super blatant. He doesn't seem to play with many or any cheaters because no one's been banned yet. I think he just had a negative KD this match because he was against 4 cheaters. And like from what I can tell, yeah, no history with any cheaters. So I think this guy's clean. I think he did ping where he's played with this guy for 15 rounds, which means that is very likely he just ran into him in 2 different matches in Champ Elo, which makes complete sense. Because he played 8 rounds with him and then I guess another 7 rounds after. He's only ever played with 1 cheater, but that was 10 rounds, so it doesn't mean that they played together. I think this guy's fine. The other 6 are all very blatant, and the fact that no one's been banned, some of them seem to have been cheating for years, and none of them have been banned is very concerning. What is going on with the anti-cheat? Counters is now matches? No, because here, I always thought it was, but then they changed it. It still says matches, but it means rounds. Because I don't think... Actually, 100 doesn't seem that high. Maybe did they finally fix it? I guess one way we can check is... Actually, I did play 4 matches with Ice Cold yesterday. Okay, so maybe they did fix it. So if they did fix it, and it actually does show matches now instead of rounds, because it used to be rounds... it means he's played 15 games with Gage, who was a blatant cheater. Honestly, the 15 even then could still be just running into him a bunch. So it's this one. He's obviously with Gage, in that match at least. Here he's in the same match with these 2 again. Again. But they're losing a lot. He's playing with the other 1 cheater again. 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 Okay, so he's queued with them. He's not cheating, but he's definitely getting boosted by them. And you know what the sad part is? He's actually not even getting boosted. He lost more matches with them than he won. Playing with blatant cheaters. So, that's tough. I can't imagine finally choosing to play with cheaters and then just losing. So yeah, just off those first 2 matches. Now, obviously, those 2 matches are not indicative of the community as a whole, but you can see how bad it is. Up until 2 weeks ago, if you ran into a cheater, it was likely just 1, and now all of a sudden matches are just filled with cheaters, like 5+. And then the next match, we have 2 cheaters. In this match, we have LXS.is300 who accused both of the don't care people. And based off their names, and based off what we've seen, I'm going to guess that they don't care that we know that they're cheating. I assume they're going to be full blatant. Okay. So one thing I've noticed based off of like last match and this match is that aimbot is really big again. Because aimbot kind of died down for a bit. It was a lot harder for people to get aimbot to work, but now like these people are just locked on. It's very blatant. This is only a 4-round match. So, they obviously don't care. Meow and Hellcat at 17 years old. That's a army reference, isn't it? Oh, this guy hasn't even been banned yet. I thought he did get banned. He has a 4.5 KD. Level 36. So, they obviously don't care. I need to stop saying that. But, this guy's Diamond going crazy. Has a Twitch account linked apparently, and this was on Australian servers. So that's even worse. And he played ranked and went 1-9. Let me just make sure. This guy is also aimbotting, right? Oh, actually maybe not. He's definitely walling. Or no, maybe not. I think because of his friend, he obviously has the confidence to just push up here because he knows that his friend will just kill everyone. But he definitely does not have aimbot. I don't even know if he has walls, but he's just playing with a Blaine cheater. She can afford the good cheats. I don't know if she has any cheats. I don't really care enough to watch more, but obviously queued with a Blaine cheater and is trying to get boosted. Based on what we've seen so far in those two matches, do you think that anti-cheat is working? So I'll just, for the YouTube viewers who can't see chat, I'll just say everyone in chat has given a resounding no. Anti-cheat is not working. I don't know what happened. And again, if that one cheat provider came back online, I don't know what changed to allow them to work as well as they are now. My guess, because we've seen so much aimbot, my guess is that they found a way to circumvent the QB system, or at least work with it so they don't have to worry about it anymore. I don't think that Ubisoft has pulled back resources from anti-cheat. I think they still care, but I just assume there's probably not a whole lot they can do because they probably can't update anti-cheat as much as they want to, because with Siege X coming out, they can't push out new updates that might break Siege X. Now, obviously, anti-cheat and the game itself are separate entities, but they do work together. So maybe there's something with Siege X where they're like, well, we can't push this because it'll break Siege X, and Siege X comes out in a month, so they're maybe just like saying, fuck it, let's just weather the storm, let people cheat for the next month, and then with Siege X, we'll just like have a whole new strong update that will destroy all these cheats. Maybe, I don't know. It feels weird that this is happening as much as it is, and that Ubisoft doesn't seem to be doing anything about it. They had 3 years though. So again, to explain a bit more, it doesn't matter that they've been making Siege X for 3 years. Siege X isn't out. So if they have an update for Siege X, but it doesn't work for the main build, then the main build just gets fucked until Siege X comes out. Or if they have an update for the main build, but it's going to break Siege X, and they're like, well, we can't push it because we don't want to break Siege X. Because like with code is complicated. Code is messy. I'm not even that like in the know of coding, and I know it's fucking nightmare fuel. So I assume that it has something to do with that, where they're just like, we can't push out updates until Siege X comes out. And like we're in the home stretch now, so it's like the last month before Siege X, they can't just like break stuff and just let it be broken. They have to just wait. That's my guess. That's why I'm like hopeful that Siege X will have a huge anti-cheat update that will take care of all these cheats that the main build just can't do right now. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next match, so we're not here forever. I don't think the rest of the matches are gonna be too obvious. This one might be. Also has, I mean, it's not a bad name that I have to blur, but just not a great name. We have worstaim.os, who is accusing Swagged out. And he gets 2 kills right away. He has... what? Okay. Why do cheaters do this? Why does every single cheater have Glacier or Pro League skins with Chroma Streaks? Why is it always those two? It doesn't even look like a good bundle. Or like, it doesn't work together. Purple and then light blue does not work well together. But every single cheater runs this. Every single one. They're the most expensive skins. But like Chroma Streaks I don't think is for the attachment. I think there's other ones. It's just like, why these two? I'm going to assume he's cheating just purely based off the attachment and weapon skin. It doesn't look like he's like got the aimbot at least, but I assume he has walls. He just looked at Buck through the floor. And he kind of looked at him through the wall, but then just swung and died. Chroma Streaks is the most expensive attachment skin. But it's not even like that expensive. So I'm like, that's why I don't get why people care that much. Like, I think it's like, what, 5K? Like, other attachment skins are like 4K. There's ones that probably look better that are around that price. Okay, he's definitely walling. He just like sprinted across to headshot him. Looks like he doesn't even have recoil on that second shot that he landed onto Glaz. I know it's like fairly obvious, but I feel like we haven't found like the full proof yet, you know? Like in the other games we had people who were just blatantly aimbotting. This I feel like it's obvious, but it's not enough. Again, Glacier, Pro League, and Chroma Streaks on everything, every single weapon. He knows Fink is on the right. I feel like he's doing a decent job of quick peeking. He's not even like quick peeking because it's really bad. I think he's just doing a decent job of trying to hide it. He's constantly like quick peeking exactly where they are to be like, oh, I saw you, but how does he know exactly where they are, right? It's kind of like in that one Villa match when the person threw a drone to get them to shoot the drone. It's like he wants them to shoot it so he can be like, I know where you are because of that. He doesn't get a kill this round. Let's just watch the last round. I'm sure he probably goes full blame in the last round. And can hackers sell hacked items on the marketplace? From my understanding, no. Priest and Cross kept saying yes, they can, but I don't think that's true. Does he have recoil? It doesn't feel like it. I don't think he does. I think because the gun should at least like shake. It's not shaking. It's just staying still. And he always knows where they are. I'd say that's a bit more obvious. Okay, he does have recoil, so maybe he just wasn't shooting enough before, but he definitely is cheating. On Consulate, this was ranked. They lost 3-5. This was like a full copper lobby, and he's champ. Make it make sense. They're only losing 8, so like, yeah, they're normally like plats or emeralds, which makes a bit more sense. But yes, obviously cheating. Another cheater that, in my opinion, is more subtle than the other ones, but still fairly obvious, I would say. Which I did try to make at least the last half of this not obvious ones, because I was like, we went through so many obvious ones. We want to, you know, try to figure some stuff out. But in this one, we have Kitten Omuk, who's accusing Gutter Bulla? How do I pronounce this? He gets 1 kill this round. Okay, his aim is already trash. He doesn't feel like a cheater off the bat because he's just sitting and waiting instead of like looking where they are and pushing. He's not even like looking towards them. He's looking on his back just in case. Maybe hoping that someone would walk by him. He keeps trying to bait for this repel kill. Or not bait, but just wait. Oh, he actually would have been able to see someone there if he looked up. There's a kill coming up here in a second. You would have been able to hear the IQ run into that corner. Right? And then he doesn't do anything here because Smoke gets the last kill. He just keeps holding different angles. And Smoke gets the shotgun here. I don't think he's cheating so far. This guy actually dies second in the round. If I don't see anything here, maybe I'll look at the text file real quick just to see if there's a specific round maybe where he does something. Maybe they think he toggles on. He dies to the hole in the wall. Didn't even notice it. Okay, he said it only happened in one round. He doesn't give us the exact round, but he says when he's on defense and then they're on attack. We'll skip forward. He said it was only the one instance. He said it was when this guy was Jackal and then he was Mozzie. He's the only one who gets a kill this round. Okay, let's rewind to get a bigger idea of what's happening here. So, for some reason when he's droning over here, he sees the Mozzie drone. Why does he like seem to know that Mozzie's behind his desk but never actually drone them? Wonder if there's any reason to suspect that. So during that whole droning he didn't notice anything, but here he drones, he looks around, he doesn't look that far though, and he just like looks here, he looks over at the desk, doesn't see anything, comes back, doesn't see anything, and just keeps going back and forth until he eventually does see something. Here he finally goes in as the Mozzie's exposing himself. That is weird, but I mean that doesn't really tell us much. Like maybe they just, he's like, Mozzie drones over here, Mozzie's gotta be somewhere in the area. Maybe he heard him shuffle. Okay, and then that's also weird, because like, here he's running over, but instead of like aiming at the door where the Mozzie's gonna peek, he aims at the wall. But then he dies after without getting another kill. So it almost feels like he just played that weirdly and it worked out in his favor. And if he didn't win that fight, then we would never even be suspecting this guy. And he doesn't realize the guy's about to approach from behind as well. Oh, never mind. Vigil just ran right past him. I get that that interaction was weird, but I don't think he's cheating. Doesn't get a single kill this round. Doesn't die either. He just does nothing. Okay. He dies. He doesn't get a kill. He just dies this round. I'm gonna guess not cheating. Weird? Yes. Cheating? No. He's fine. Now keep in mind we didn't watch everything, so maybe something could have slipped by us, but 6 and 5, doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot. Went from plat to diamond, which seems like a lot, but it's really like that KD barely went up. He just played more matches and eventually got it. I don't think he's cheating. And like, I'm sure if we look at his matches, he either goes like mainly, he goes 0-4, 0-4, 1-4. Like he either gets shit on or like they shit on them and he goes like 2-1, 5-1, which is not that high, but it evens out over time. I haven't seen a single one of his matches in ranked where he popped off. He's always just like middle of the pack. 6-5 is the most amount of kills he's gotten. 7-5. He's never gone more than 7. Actually, way back here, he got 9 kills once. Well, I feel like he's just there and like he's doing okay. That one kill, yes, it was weird. The way he just kind of like waited for Mozzie to show himself, it was weird, but I don't think it was cheating. He's just a really good closet trying not to get stat banned. I disagree. Weird? Yes. Cheating? No. Alright, last match of the day, we have Rose, who's accusing the Duke Kid or Toten. I'm sure that's German, I don't know what it means. Okay, so this guy's already immediately droning, which is more than I can say for most of the other cheaters. But he is running the FAMAS. Trying to get that pixel. Did I see diamond skin? I think that's a diamond skin, right? Oh, it's not the diamond skin. It's like a basic ass green skin. The reaction time on that was very, very fast. He aimed right at him. Okay, that was a bit of a reaction shot. He aimed to the right, but then flicked over to the left. I think that kill speaks for itself. Can't even see him on the drone. Walks up and then just... Oh, yep. He's gotta be over there. He goes 20-4. Oh my god. How blatant is he? He's gonna get 1 kill this round. What does he do? Actually, that's 2. What's crazy is they lose. So he goes 22-4 or 22-5 and loses. He's just staring at them through the wall. And his aim is kind of like garbage, I'm not gonna lie. Running the MP5 with walls and he's like struggling to hit the lion. Did he not see the person cross? No, he should have seen it. He does. He's definitely cheating. Doki Der Toten. Sounds like a Call of Duty map. Dokid or Toten. Did he change his name? I think he might have. Oh, he changed his name. His name is Benjamaster 2K, and he has a 2 KD in ranked with a 90% win rate. But it's only 9 matches. Definitely cheating. First season they've ever played. Average of 10 kills per game, by the way. Goddamn. Yeah, a lot of blatant cheaters today. Those last few matches, I even tried to find not blatant cheaters. Like, a lot of people would just say in their text document, this is a blatant cheater. So I just avoided a lot of those for the last half, and they were still blatant cheaters. Feels like Ubisoft turned off anti-cheat, or at least stopped updating it. And if chat is to be believed, then a big cheat developer did come back online recently, which would explain the huge influx of blatant cheaters. My biggest concern is how have they not been banned? I feel like aimbot should be very easy for the system to detect, and it's still not detecting them, so no idea what's happening.